Kevin may have already got it.
You got all the answers? So far, over time.
Yeah.
That's as if you're just never running for the job. So this is all here.
Just my research. Information. Cat fingertips.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, good.
So did you get your first grade?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. Well, we're just ordering more fish for next week. Good, one more.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
More fish, more potatoes, more everything.
You know, there's a lot of people who take potatoes because they take pepperoni and cheese. And so,
Yeah.
and
said, when I pulled up from here at 4 o'clock, it was standing here outside.
And, you know, we had plenty of shrink wrap. Kind of rationed it,
Yeah.
just because. But that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
We have plenty of dessert, so
That's good too.
I know. It was like, okay, at least we didn't run out of it.
Well, the other said that he went the week before.
They were.
They went to Meta the week before.
Oh, yeah.
He said they got there at 6. They weren't. They were getting up to 8.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
We do so much more than Meta.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morning.
Morning. How you doing?
I thought you were on the phone or something.
Who? Oh no. Just talking about the fish fry Friday.
So you're gonna leave it?
So you guys have started cleaning out?
Looked like it.
I had Christy told her last Monday, send an email to give a date.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
put a hard date on it to get it out. Got it. So,
Have you been up the steps?
yes.
Holy cow, that stuff is clear, crystal clear. You can feel it.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. Getting that put on, everything and realize that's
Oh, let's see, I saw black strips here, okay. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to do exact road bridge for the sunset.
Okay.
For a little bit.
I mean, I didn't,
Yeah, I figured it. Christie had that she would have had to make copies. I'll have to make copies
okay.
for the other commissioners. Right, so I can make copies.
Are you good for me?
See the house passed the
Tax on that.
3%. What cracks me up in it is
I think the ratio, I think you're talking about that tax bill,
the one I read this morning was only 3%.
one I saw last night at 5.
So
Like the max or the,
what cracks me up?
without the, right? Is that what it was, is there a percentage that you put more?
It cracked me up in the language of them describing it. It was, we're going to force counties to be more responsible, but we're not going to do anything to make the state more responsible.
Yeah, they're always good about doing that
Plus,
for everybody else.
Wednesday that Rowdy sent out that you may want to do some research on. Don't know that any particular one of us will get those questions, but just something to brush up on.
And just so y'all know, if this is still going on at 10 o'clock, I'm leaving because I'm early Thursday morning to take off for Omaha for
Yeah.
grandbaby. So
I can't imagine that it would. I'm assuming Rowdy would put a time limit on it.
Well, Christopher, your coat. She's down. Well, I know, but she's cold.
It's not school revenue today, it's Friday.
All right, I've got 9 o'clock, local meeting pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve the agenda as written. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right. Got one tax abatement today. that. Okay. Last Monday, we had discussed a email that we received from Matthew Self, I believe it was, from KSNT. And I did call him back, and he conducted a phone interview at the time. Just asked general questions, didn't really get into any specifics. One thing I would like to correct, is being recorded that I said that the county residents are 100% behind this. That is not what I said.
Yeah.
I said we, as in the commission, were 100% behind this. We all voted to send out the resolution, so I just want to clear that up.
And I'll agree with you there. As a commissioner, I am in favor of pursuing the TerraPower. So just so people are clear on that.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make sure that that was a clear thing, that I did not say that the residents of the county were 100% behind it, because you know, they're not going to be. I understand that.
Yep.
So, like I say, he did conduct a phone interview, and he was going to, had another reporter from the KSNT contact me, and she wanted to do unfortunately that afternoon, and I just catch a phone call at busy work. So she wants to do a live interview or a film interview, whatever it is, so she will be getting a hold of me to do that, so she has some more contacts that she was going to do, so and if it's okay with you guys, I'll just go ahead and speak for the commission and go that way. So,
That would be great.
okay.
And I have some facts if you want, shows to talk about at some point.
Yep, that's perfect. All right, we don't really have too much other housekeeping to do. I think we've got Bill.
Yeah, they're right here.
Okay.
I was up there, so I just brought them down with me.
All right.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Morning, Chad.
Morning.
I hear you're throwing your hat in the ring.
I did. It's true.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you, appreciate
What were
that.
you thinking?
Oh, I know.
I appreciate people getting involved and wanting to run, because it's important. Just so you guys know, we're recording here today. It's not live. There's still an issue with YouTube.
Okay.
We're trying to work through, so we'll just upload it later.
Perfect.
I do think, Mark, that there's a chance that since Chad's already here, that we could have a little bit of conversation before road crew
Sure.
gets here.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that, and then we'll continue with.
Do you mind?
No,
Do you,
yeah,
just have a little bit of conversation about gravel and
Yeah, you
stuff
bet.
before road and bridge gets here. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely, and there's probably, I mean, I brought these, I'll just pass them out.
oh, thank you.
Obviously, once a year visit. The news you don't like to hear, but this one's for Scott when he gets here.
Perfect.
I know we sent our price increase letters out. I think Road and Bridge got those, and then requested pricing from us. The pricing that I think was sent to them did not reflect what we're actually doing for Jackson County.
Okay.
So what you have in front of you, the top page is what the price will be for 2026. The second page is what it was for 2025. I highlighted.
So it went up 50 cents,
50 cents.
not $3.
Correct.
That makes it more palatable.
Sure. Make sure, yeah, she saw that, and that was clear, yeah. 50 cents a ton, is the increase, and I just highlighted the road rock on there. That's
Okay.
99% of what you purchase from us down there, but it is a 50-cent increase just across the board, on all products. The third page is probably what Scott saw, and maybe you all saw before. Just kind of shows the general pricing. The county gets a more favorable offering than what's shown there. And then we sent the rebate check for the road. I brought the backup data. It's included in your packet there, just so you kind of know how we got that number. The road rebate check was $15,000. That shows all of the tonnage purchased out of the Denison quarry on that first sheet. The second sheet just shows total tonnage that the county purchased from all of our locations. That rebate wasn't paid out. It fell short of the threshold of that. Just want to demonstrate where you guys were at last year.
Yeah. And I had a conversation with Scott. He can confirm this when he comes in.
Sure.
But the biggest thing is, even with the rebate, we were much better off buying gravel somewhere else.
Sure.
Saved us, I think, and Scott can confirm this, it was over $300,000.
Understand.
And so my thought, or my question is, Chad, why? I mean, it almost appears you're getting to the point where you're pricing yourself out of your biggest customer. Because we were the biggest customer that you had, second only to the truck.
Correct. Yep.
And so I'm just trying to figure out how other quarries are getting gravel out of the ground at the price they are, but maybe you can walk us through that.
Sure, understand. I think I've talked about it at our location kind of since we started down there. That rock is deep in the ground. It is not easy for us to extract that rock at that quarry. There is a lot of overburden at that quarry. There's a lot of shale that we're moving at that quarry. If you were to look at, say, our Nortonville quarry, even our Big Springs quarry, again, would be able to offer a lesser price than I offer at our Denison quarry, for one of those locations. This quarry, it's just the price of doing business down there for us is just unfortunately higher. I know that's not what the county wants to hear with the quarry being inside of the county, but it is. And I don't know what the competitors' prices are. Obviously, you represented work higher than the competitor. I guess, fortunate for the county, you have some choices. I hope we haven't priced ourselves to the point where, in that region of the county, I would hope it would still make sense.
Well, and Scott's here,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can answer that question maybe.
Okay, might as well come on up, Scott.
Yeah, and I think you missed this guy here. You missed the first portion of the conversation. I'll walk through this real quick. I think our office sent this price sheet up. a week or so ago. These aren't your prices. We have a better offering for the county. Second page is where you were at, Denison Quarry for 25. This is where you leave 26. So 50-cent increase. Big difference. Yeah, this is what gets sent out to the masses, basically. Better price for the county. Me and Keith were talking about, Keith had kind of just asked what has driven our prices and things like that. And I had just made the comment to Keith that he probably heard it there again. I hope that we haven't priced ourselves out of it, at least regionally. I would assume, and I don't know the price of the competitor, but I would assume that you can still service the southern half of the county from our Quarry area. I would at least hope that. We're in the trucking business ourselves. I mean, you can't drive a truck very far without starting to cost some serious dollars.
I think Scott had an example of when they were working on a road up here, it's about the same distance to, correct me,
Atchison was a little further,
Atchison a little further,
but they were like, at the time it was $600.
so that's a huge difference.
Sure, that's bigger.
And so people have questioned the commission and Road and Bridge of whether that rock is equal to what you guys are milling out. And based on the information we've gathered on hardness and the amount of fines and all that kind of stuff, there's not a difference. It meets KDOT standards. So,
Are we still at 50,000 tons a year?
That would be the threshold for the.
Based on our contract.
Yeah, for the 65% reduction.
At 50,000 and $22 a ton, your overall budget, or total budget.
right. So, I know in this year is the contract's up that we have between you guys. So we're going to have to renegotiate.
October.
Yeah, September 1.
Okay.
There's some things in there that we're going to have to look at, and just, I guess, from my perspective as a commissioner, one of the things that I'm going to look for from mid-states is to do all the dust abatement on all the haul route, which is 5 miles to W, the 1 mile south to 134th, and all the way over to. That's part of what I'm going to push for is complete dust abatement, and that's not using the granular, but using the liquid. I think we'll still be able to prep the road. You wouldn't have to bring equipment, but it's about $7,000 a mile to spray, and that's one of the things I'm going to be asking for in the new contract is that be taken care of, because we're providing a very good quality road for a lot of heavy traffic to get up and down. So that's one of the things, and then just take a look at some of the other things, the 15 cents per ton, and whether that still makes sense and some other things.
One of the questions that we had, and I don't know if we've gotten permit stage yet, as far as the quality of the rock, you have it tested for like KDOT standards.
KDOT standards would include soundness, which is a freeze-thaw test, absorption, specific gravity, and it's tested all the time.
We weren't using the right word. It's not hardness, but it's
Durability.
durability.
Soundness, durability. They're on a test. It's a wear test.
Yeah.
And are those copies available for us?
They are. Sure. I think you got Lindsay when she was out of town. But yes. All of those are available.
Did we get it from mid-states? Okay. I haven't seen it.
If not, I can send those over this afternoon.
Yeah, just email them or whatever.
And I'll email a link as well. All of the quarries, quality, whether it be ours or anyone in the entire state, that's a public record. You can just actually, once you get to the database, the problem is getting to the database. Yeah, so once you get to the database, it's a pretty usable database. You can just type in the county, and then it shows all the quarries inside of your county. You just click on the one you want to look at.
Yeah, if you could send that link, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
It's just, it's terrible to get to.
I just have to deal with KDOT on the ring.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they, for whatever reason, they bury that thing inside of their website. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be useful for us when people question us, and, you know, we get told all the time, well, the rock's crap, you know, it just crushes and blah, 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 so we want to be able to point out that everything's being tested, everything's cool, and
Absolutely.
we're up to standard, so.
Yeah, they can just go to the road. Another question? Oh, or comment. I guess, you know, it's tough building budget. When I became commissioner 5 years ago, rock out of that quarry was $13.50-ish.
Correct.
And so, I mean, we struggle, or I struggle when, like in 25, we got 2 bumps in 1 year. And so, I just struggle with that.
Hard to budget for that, I understand.
It is. It's really hard to budget for it. And we cut $300,000 out of our rock budget last year just because we were revenue neutral. So, you understand how the process works.
Sure.
So, I just hope that they take that into account, because for me, it could get to the point where you're just pricing yourself completely out of the game, even in the south end, where it becomes, you know, because we actually have dump trucks that, you know, they can run other places, hands out here at the port and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to get to that point, but, you know, we're going to really have to look hard at what we're doing. I mean, you understand?
Well, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we want to be a partner. We want to we want to sell rock to you, but we do have a fiscal responsibility to constituents in Jackson County, and if it doesn't make sense to come to us, you have to do what you have to do.
yeah.
Okay.
And we do appreciate the fact that, before the quarry was open out there, we were spending $250,000 just in trucking annually.
Sure.
That was a long time ago. And,
Right.
And so I can't imagine what it would be like today. But I think there's just got to be a balance of what makes sense, of what we can afford and work with. So hopefully we can continue this conversation and see if there's any more room for making it still affordable to you guys, but yet
Usable for you guys.
for sure. So, and if there are things, I guess, between now and September that you want to have a conversation about, anytime I would be willing to sit down and let's have that conversation. Let's not wait till the end of the day
Okay.
to have that conversation about how we can restructure that contract.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we should. Yeah, visit
And
before
the less we
September.
can get, and the less we can get the attorneys involved with it, the better off.
I agree.
You tell me I said that.
I agree with that. I will tell them that.
So I've got a question, and you talked about the overburden at the quarry and everything and how bad it is. You have the portion leased across the road. Is the overburden there also
Yeah, good question.
as bad there?
It is, but yeah, we have a portion that it's catty corner across there.
Okay.
You know, there would be some relief for a little while because we would start in low, but yes, as we mine back into it, it's very similar.
Same way.
The deposit's it's deep down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything else, guys?
I don't thank you for coming
Yeah, for sure.
walking through this.
Appreciate it. You got to see Mom too, so you're good.
I know. All right.
Chad,
See y'all. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Care.
I said, where's the cookies?
All right. What do you got, guys?
Hi, Joe.
We got the PO to get signed for 2 tubes. One is an 8-foot diameter, 40-foot long, going to Key at 320 Road. The other is a 12-foot diameter, 50-foot long, going to 310 and T2. Total cost is $25,782.10.
And that's in the budget.
It's in the budget.
And this tube has to be replaced
Both
because,
of those, because they're rusted out and the bottoms start to collapse.
So I would entertain a motion to purchase 2 tubes in the amount of $25,782.10.
so moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to purchase 2 tubes from Contech for $25,782.10. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
In Contact is who we just recently got, was low bid. And that's who we received the semi-load of inventory from.
Okay, I talked on the dust control. We talked about the guy saying half rate, full rate. Did contact them, and they are recommending a full rate. I contacted the salesman, Greg, that he's working for him, and he said that he would do what they recommended at the full rate. So if we're going to go full rate, we've got some miles we've got to get rid of. So you guys still have your list or not? Look at your list.
I've got one.
No, it's page 24, that last year.
If they didn't, it wasn't the rebate.
Okay, then yes, they need.
Sorry.
So going at full rate, it's to stay at our price break, and these are based off last year's prices, not this year. We need to stay around 19 miles instead of 24 and a half. So kind of my recommendation, our recommendation out Road Bridge is to get rid of the T 166 to 142 and the 254 T to W. Take those 2 out and do everything else at full rate.
Yes. So the T 166 to 142 and U
No,
T to 254 T to W.
take those 2 out. That would put us at something like 18 and a half miles. The stuff I got over here that says HR decided, that's haul routes, so those definitely would like to keep. And same with going out to the lake here at 246, going east out to Prairie Lake. I'd like to keep that in there.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I know 142 to 166, I'll get some static on that, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We've got to stay within our budget.
I'm sure I'll catch a devil for 254, but if we got to do that, we got to do that. So
Unless you guys have other suggestions here.
I don't. Looking through these, I think the others are.
I mean, the haul route makes sense. Keeping that, I know it's all, and I'm like I said, I'm gonna catch a devil. It's all down the southern part of the county, but we're just gonna have to bite the bullet to do it this year.
Then what's in the southern end of the county?
The haul route.
Oh,
Well, you still got,
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. So
still got haul right out here.
yeah, I understand it. Yep. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to be good with that.
All right, so we'll go ahead and put this plan and get the bid sheet put out. Next thing I have is down the landfill. We talked a little bit about this, quite a few months ago. We're at the point where we need to put another catch pond in. And what we have, we talked to the engineer last week, and we're trying to get it lined up with KDOT or KHE also. Okay, here's our transfer station here. This catch pond is full. We're about to fill our next catch pond or get it.
Full in, as it's silted in?
No,
Or just water?
debris.
Debris, okay.
Okay, Bill, this drawing's old, so the catch pond we're on right now is here.
Okay.
Okay, this one here has been covered, and we're just about to start covering this one. So
I follow.
this will be our last catch pond that we can build down here. Okay, once we do this, there's really no turning back on this. We're estimating around maybe 4 to 5 years, maybe, because you don't go as high here before we have to come over to the east side. What we're talking to the engineer about, and again, it's all depending on KDHE, how we can do this. We could go back and get a permit for this area here to build up another 25 feet. Okay. The engineers estimated if we did this, it would prolong another 25 to 30 years. Okay. So that, and this is about a 30-year over here also, so you're almost doubling the life of the landfill.
But either way, the catch pond's got to be built.
Yes, yes. It just depends on whether we continue on here, because like I said, once we go, there's really no going back. So we need to stop putting debris here, go ahead and cover, and then start up.
If we do this, we wouldn't have to build another catch pond.
They would probably still want it because they're saying that area, again, this is all KDHE up in the air, KDHE is engineering.
What's the catch pond cost?
It costs very little for us because we'll go build it.
We'll do it ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
To have them stake it, he said it costs about $5,000 and measure stake and all that stuff.
This is KDHE?
No, this is a PG consultant.
What does the permit cost?
I don't know, they took care of all that.
Well, I mean, the
For
permit
this,
is here.
for them to do this, he's estimating about $50,000 for permits, engineering time, and
And that cost is paid to the state of Kansas?
PG.
for them to do the engineering, to do the permitting. So we look at other people, but like I said, they're the ones that have done this stuff for
Yeah.
years and years and years.
Maybe we ought to put it out for request for proposal and see what comes. I mean,
And so,
And again, that was just an estimate.
yeah. No, I understand that, but if we're talking $50,000, it might be well worth our while if you put it out for request for proposal and see what comes of it.
is it worth it overall to continue to bury debris in Jackson County and just become a transfer station only?
We get a lot of debris there.
We get a lot.
I know we do, but what does it cost? I mean, so it would cost us more, or we just wouldn't accept construction debris and people would have to haul it somewhere else. And we're not-
That's another thing.
We're not mandated to have an open cut landfill.
I don't believe so. I think what you said
Transportation.
about having a solid waste.
Solid waste is mandated by the state.
Which is the same as a transfer station. You have dumpsters that
Yeah.
are hauled to either Hams or to Rolling Meadows. Yeah, that's just one of those questions. I know it's gonna come up, because do we have enough money saved up? Because the landfill does
Right.
generate income.
I didn't check our outlay right now, but I believe we do have enough in outlay to cover that.
Let's double check. Answer that, make sure.
I think it was like 66,000 over in last year.
May not be on this report. This is up the road and bridge. If we have, it is a nice service to have that in the county, and it's pretty well centered.
I think that's key right there. I truly believe that if we don't have that, you're gonna see more and more dumped alongside of the road. Just get rid of it. So we're gonna pick it up one way or another.
Karen, you have access to the budget through that computer to tell us what the landfill has under.
Trying to log
Oh, okay. Whatever.
And, you know, we don't have to do the expansion to go higher. We can leave it and just go to the east.
But if we're gonna do it, I mean, it makes sense to extend double the life of the landfill to me.
I agree.
As opposed to just 5 years.
Yeah. I mean,
We're gonna still build the catch pond. We
Yes.
can still continue to go out towards that catch pond.
Well, the thing that the engineer was saying is the size of the catch pond we have there now, or we will fill, may not be large enough to facilitate all the runoff that comes. So they may want the pond that's there existing now, plus the new one we built.
So we wouldn't want to fill it.
Try not to, yeah. So that's
Gotcha.
Have you spent anything out of the landfill outlay?
No.
So there's $66,942 in it.
They're just about covered. How much time do you have left before you get, when's the drop dead date on the existing pond? This year?
Oh, yeah.
So you do have capital outlay, and that capital outlay is from money that people have paid to use the landfill, so.
okay. What do you think about putting it out in RFP?
I'm fine with that, if you want to check with, check.
That way we're doing our due diligence as far as seeing who could, come in lower or whatever. I think that would probably be a thing that we need to do. I know B&G has, been good to us and everything and done it for years, but, I think we need to do that, just so we're doing our due diligence.
I'm fine with that. So I can move ahead.
I'd say move ahead, yeah, I mean, like I say, especially if it's gonna double the life of the landfill. They're estimating double the life of the landfill. I would say that would be a good thing for the county to look that way, because that's farther looking than just 5 years, so.
And again, it all comes back to KDHE, okays it.
Right.
And just like, waste management down there, they get permission to go higher.
Yep.
Saying about, they may say no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that was all for that. This last week, since we emailed you guys the list of roads. Really all rock too. We did the oversize down there in Topeka that the gentleman offered us. We got all that done and cleared up now. Just about every bit of it went out to 118 B Road on that curve. The stuff down at Hoffman's, the 134 road, got that stuff picked up what we wanted and cleaned up, so it seems like this is okay what we did. So that's done. We hauled some oversized rocks to 302 between O and P. Bridge was getting scoured around the base of it, so we hauled some rock down there. And also there was a tube of P 134, 142, that the end of the tube was exposed, about 7 foot up, so we're going to dispose on that. Got 4 services to do this week. We've got a Dodge truck down here at Ellis Boys, it's been there for almost 2 months that we're dealing with. They had it fixed one time, and they pulled out on the highway and they put it in, so they got it back, we've got some wiring, PCUs, and things like that. So, we called this morning just to kind of see where we're at on the money, and so right now we're only like $400 into it, so I'm expecting a whole lot more.
And what seems to be the issue with it?
They don't know. Since they had other machines, they thought they had it fixed one time, and so we picked it up.
And that's one of the newer ones?
It's probably 6 years old.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's all I have. Got a lady that emailed us here down on 150 road, about how bad it is and how wet. And she sent a video in, it was last Sunday, did go to church and everything. We didn't receive, I didn't receive the email until like 3:10 on Friday afternoon.
East of 75 highway,
Was,
west of 75.
down by the
Okay.
So she was on about that. There's nothing to do before we get through 3:10 in the afternoon on Friday. So we are down there today trying to do something with it. So that would be good.
That Richard's area?
No.
No, the new guy from
Jerry.
Okay.
Yes.
Joe? Got anything?
Covering up.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of contract negotiations. Attorney-client privilege, contract negotiations for 10 minutes.
Starting at 9:39, going to 9:49.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moving second to go into executive session for attorney-client privilege.
Let's have clerk and road bridge.
Clerk of Road and Bridge and the attorney. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries.
Got it all.
We have, back starts today, what I think is bad about it, used to be, they would set all your 4 hours, you could get them in one day. So most people that drive far away, they don't want to stay the whole week. And now they've got it stretched out on 3 days, where you have to be there.
Which
have
stay?
to be there, yeah. Wow. Eliminate that. So if you get any calls,
Joe?
I'll answer, probably immediately.
Yeah. All right, so you guys got anything else?
Well, that's set the rock budget, we're at $735,069.82. And on W Road, we are at $42,772.76. That's just the information that tonnage that she has. It's not actually an invoice check that does it once a month.
You said the rock budget goes down to 740 something?
735, 069, 82.
I got nothing.
So we've been averaging January, February, 135,000 a month on the rock budget. Do you see that picking up as we come into the springtime?
We've been talking out there a little bit about getting these trucks around places, so Joe and Matt can come up with a plan to kind of go this week. This area, we have the 2 trucks down south, and there'll be 2 trucks up north. So you got Tad and Becky down south, and John and Shannon up north. So they can go for a week, running rock for this section, and move on to the other 11.
Okay, I like that.
Kind of even things out. So And operators will know that, hey, in 2 weeks I'll be having trucks, so I need to figure out where I want the rocks from.
And so Joe, it would be a combination of you and that particular operator determining where the gravel is gonna go to.
Well, at the beginning of the year, they gave us our projects, and we went and saw, like, yes, it's been right. We're gonna try and work those in.
Okay.
And just, so comes up too.
Sure.
Each operator will have them, they'll know the week before so they can have the prep ready to go.
Good.
And they'll have just a week. You gotta tell us what you've done in a week because you're moving the next week.
Yeah.
Because there's been,
So they're gonna prepare ahead of time, knowing they're getting lots of gravel coming the next week, and they'll have those roads prepared and ready to go for it.
We'll still have the semi trucks available, but the downside of that is we have wet areas, so it'll be another 5 weeks before we leave that site again, that area again. But we do have the semis available for the stuff that does come up that needs immediate attention.
We should have.
Barrel widths and the bridge ones,
Okay.
Is there a chance during that period we could just go ahead and pull those two employees and utilize them? Pull them out of you would have to take somebody out of the Matt's crew to drive those trucks?
Yes.
And so
They're normally driving it.
they are.
Yeah.
But not putting gravel on, they're doing.
All the dirt, all the trees, and sometimes all the oversized
Okay.
drivers. They are being utilized.
Okay.
And if they're not driving truck, they're either find skid steer to ditching and excavating and
Yeah, how is, we're still ditching everything as much as we can, right?
as much as we
Okay.
can. All right. We could fill those trucks, but we'd go with the budget so fast if we knew that.
Yeah.
We're trying to, walk that fine line.
Well, what we've said to the public in the past for the year 26 is the goal is to utilize all the gravel, not in big projects, 1 or 2 big projects, but to spread it around the county and get it on the roads. So I appreciate the fact that you've got a plan for that.
Yep.
So work the plan.
All right, sounds good, guys, thank you.
Thanks.
Erin, how you doing, buddy?
I'm alive, barely.
It's a Monday, right?
Yeah, I'm not 40 anymore. I made too much 40 this weekend. As the commission, I'm sure, is keenly aware, my budget year and process are different from everybody else's as well as the jurisdiction. So the KDOC requires me to go over everything with the host commission, which you guys, we've entered into an interlocal agreement with the 3 other counties. I emailed you the full budget summary. This is just our full budget. This is just the summary that you have before you. I'm just here to answer any questions or anything that you guys might have. And if you guys are okay with it, go ahead and have you sign off on it and get the grant application in so we can start our new fiscal year.
Help me. Some of your money comes straight from the state of Kansas. And
All of it.
All of it does.
Yes, it's all a block grant.
It's all a block.
From the legislature, yeah, through the
Okay.
KDOC.
I guess that's a better way to put it. All of it's a grant versus some of it is budgeted for them and then part of it's a grant. It's
Yeah.
not, it's all grants.
It's all grant. I don't really even put out a budget. They send me an allocation and I divvy it up. Our allocation KDOC gave us this year was, it's on there. $512,452.35.
Gotcha.
And so I don't really get to set a budget. It's more, this is the money you're
What
getting,
you got.
divvy it up where you want to see fit.
Make it work.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have any questions for Erin?
I don't. I know how, being on that board, and now Linda's on there, I know how well it's run, and I appreciate the fact that it is a grant, and I think they're doing good service. The only thing, Erin, I would say is maybe a conversation that you would go back to your board with at some point. Jackson County paid to remodel upstairs and all that. I know that the other contributing counties gave us a little bit of money to offset that, but we're getting, how many years you've been up there now?
Oh, right at 4, a little under 4.
So we may start having a conversation about counties contributing, other counties who are part of it, contributing to day-to-day costs,
We gotta keep
which are, I don't know, are you utilizing our phone system, our network, our,
We're actually paying through the grant,
Okay.
for our phone system and internet. Now, utilities and space.
the utilities and space
Yeah.
would be the only thing. So that might be, you know, you want to bring up with Judge Elder or whatever that, hey, maybe for 27, we're going to start taking a look at what's an appropriate, if they feel like it is, and we need to have a conversation here, whether we think it is, and would be an appropriate year to start that. Because at the beginning, there was a conversation, and once we got down the road a little ways, we would have that conversation. And so maybe we and or you can come up with maybe a recommendation of what's appropriate.
And I can divvy it out basically based on the
What-
caseloads and case filings in each different county and see. I mean, Jackson County is going to be the highest.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that. But, yeah, the other counties, you know, based on the
Yeah.
amount of.
And it needs to be appropriate for
Yeah.
that. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there
Yeah.
for you.
I can work something out, not a problem.
Great, sounds good. All right, I have no questions, so
If you don't have any questions, I just have to have Mark's signature on the grant application. I'll get that sent out to KDOC. Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Give me a copy of this. I don't.
Erin, thank you very much, appreciate it.
I don't have to do it, y'all are signature on that yet, so. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks, bud, appreciate it. All right, Todd, what you got for us?
A whole lot left here. Emailed out the litigation summary for Mr. Willett.
Yep, I saw that.
I didn't know what the next step was.
I think that probably the next step is publishing and putting it on the, our website,
Yeah.
Said you did email it?
the last Friday.
So, I mean, it's a Word document, so whoever wants to take it, make it their own, they can, within reason, so just want to make sure that's out.
I thought it was very well written, I think that it got right to the point, so I didn't see any reason to correct anything.
Well, that's not usual for me,
No.
right to the point.
It was good.
All right. Next week I will not be here for this meeting. I have a jury trial in Delaware County, so I'll be joining that early. And I do have the scheduled meeting with trial attorneys the following Friday, which is the 13th.
March 13th.
Yeah, so I don't know if anything comes up and you guys need to send me something, talk, just let me know, and figure out something, but it's a 3-day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday trial right now, so it'll be hard to get a hold of over those 2 days at least.
I think that was what I had on my list for right now. So, this is a fresh one.
I keep thinking.
You're being unusually well behaved, so
We're always well behaved.
it's true. Well, sure.
We can change that, I guess.
All right, well, that's it. I'll keep going.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. If I do think of anything, I'll email you.
Okay.
All right, Todd, appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, we'll pass on since Todd is not going to be here next week. I asked Christie to go ahead and schedule interviews with our applicants for the zoning administrator, so she's getting that handled. I know we're going to do it during call time. Starts at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I'm just running through, I just was running through some emails, and we did get a thank you from the Director of Donor Engagement for United Way of Call Valley for the donation for the books for the elementary schools, so they're very appreciative of that. We put the logo on the front of the books, we get Jackson County Commission logo, that would be great, so I will give this to Christie and let her get that emailed up to them. Yeah, go ahead. The Director of Donor Engagement for United Way of Call Valley.
I get Tom's litigation thing, or are you gonna put it on your website?
Yeah, we'll put it on the website.
Okay, that's
Yep.
Will you do that, you probably do that today, well, or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow. Yeah, I can email it to you.
That's fine too.
What is your email?
Just go to Holt Recorder News.
Just Holt Recorder News?
at gmail.com.
Okay.
That way. I have a long list of things to do, so I don't know if I'll get to it today, but
All right.
if not, I'll be there for me first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you guys.
See you later.
Yeah, yeah. I can figure it. I'm like,
Did you get that?
Yeah,
Donor Engagement.
and we're gonna do a live actually. Yeah.
Yep.
no,
I'll
I'll
see all that.
Well, I'm planning on being here, but I have a thing at 6 o'clock, and I was like,
Send that to Christie right back.
okay. Yes, I'm not really worried about it. But I'm really lucky to run on time too. Something's being done.
Yeah, I
So,
get it.
we'll see.
Alright.
These bills are jerks.
What's that?
There were two dealers. I said, most of these bills are jerks.
So everybody read that from Todd, correct?
I'm in the process of reading it. I didn't.
After you finish it, just let me know because I was on the copy, so I told her I just forwarded it to her, so I just want to make sure everything's good for everybody before I do that.
Okay.
What's that?
I find it a good job.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect. Answered all the questions. Did what needed to do.
these are.
To my knowledge, we have not gotten, so this, there's one part of the pie that has a 7,289,000, this piece over here, and it says other expenses. We have not gotten a list of other.
Just
Other than-
counting miscellaneous, commissioners, purchasing, custodial, recycle, household hazardous waste, vendor
Is
light.
that- Is that everything?
You would have to ask Christie if that's everything.
Okay.
That's what everything else comes out of, is that, everything else that we do.
That is all the others?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
That is my understanding, is everything else we do, that 7 million is what we have left over after the, state mandates.
I think I'd like a list of those and what's actually going, so if you divide that 7 million out, what's going to purchasing, what's going to custodial, recycling, household hazardous waste, all those, because that's gonna be a question that comes up.
Sure.
How much are they getting? I do have the appropriations already. Employee benefits, all those services.
Mhm.
But I can get that afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's the same breakdown as what they did for Road and Bridge, just printing that report shows that. Oops.
Throw in a coffee maker. You see there's how many jury votes?
I think it was two.
Two?
Well, most of it is.
So the ambulance, is up into this year, correct?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. We don't wanna let that slip by and get a whole lot farther down the line. I just soon start having talks with them and see if we can get that figured out.
You guys plan anything for the township advisory board meetings yet?
No. We have not. I think that when I talked to Christie, that she was going to contact everybody that had signed up to be part of it. And we needed to set a date for, meeting with the township boards that we.
And they're represented.
Yeah. So, and for me to do it every quarter, we probably ought to get it sometime in March if we can. If not, first part of April, and then I know it's kind of short notice in March, but we need to work on that. Thank you for reminding me about that.
And then this is what the map looks like on this size. Do you want it like this, the whole county, or do you want, I can zoom in and get just their township to fill up the paper? Or do you want them to have?
I would say for the representatives, this is my opinion, that it would probably be better for them if they had their township on the map,
Right.
rather than the whole county. That way they can actually kind of see where, what, who.
Correct.
I would say the individual townships myself.
And then there are a few that don't have anybody signed up,
Okay?
We won't worry about
No,
those.
then we can't worry about that.
so I didn't know if.
Who did not have anybody sign up?
Grant, Lincoln, and Whiting,
Okay?
so I didn't know if maybe at the first meeting you would talk to maybe the soldier person would do Grant and soldier, there's only one person for soldier. And then maybe the couple guys from Medwalker would do Medwalker and Whiting, or, I don't know.
I would say that if,
Lincoln is a large township, I don't know.
yeah, I would say that if we had nobody signed up, if they want to join later, they can.
Or do you want us to put something out there that says nobody signed up?
I'd put it out on the website, but there again, if nobody took an interest in signing up, then I can't go chasing after them. So I don't think that that's what we want to do. We want volunteers to come forward and do this. So yeah, I mean, that's, put it out on the website that we did not get any volunteers for Whiting and Grant
And Lincoln.
and Lincoln. Nobody from Lincoln, and there was a lot of people there from Lincoln, I thought, at the meeting, wasn't there?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so we'll go that way. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The other thing I need to have is this assessment that was done in October. The documented report is due back to K-Camp on the 6th.
Of this month?
Yeah. So
I think that most of that was through Road and Bridge, was it not? Other than the steps and,
well, I've just been keeping track of the stuff the stuff that Pat has done here, that I know is done, so I was just gonna reach out to some of the other departments that are listed here to ask. I know a lot of the electrical stuff is in progress.
yes.
And I was just gonna report back the stuff that I know is done, and then ask Scott and some of the other departments if they have completed some of it before I respond back.
We didn't inspect every department, they only had a few that they wanted to inspect.
Well, any department's on the report, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
What did you say?
not every department was inspected, so we didn't go to every building in County Young. It was a spot inspection.
I don't know where.
Yeah.
Did you go with him?
I did.
But it looks like elderly, sheriff, both locations of the sheriff buildings are on here. Elderly, the courthouse, both of Scott's locations on here.
Yeah, I would just, if you would just contact the departments that are on there and ask them if they have completed
Yeah.
everything from that.
Just to get an update on things that I know that Pat had and I marked on here.
Okay, perfect. Nope, appreciate that.
I'll send that off.
Okay, here's sign.
Once I have the invoice from the electrician, then I have a grant to fill out too, to get it
Yeah.
from them.
Okay. Perfect. All right, we do have a purchase order, and I think that this is the one that Kate brought to us last week or the week before for the Rico printer copier. So the PO is in the amount of $8,344.24 to Century Business Technologies. And she had indicated that it was coming out of her capital outlay fund, which is on here. So I'd entertain a motion to approve this PO.
So moved.
Second.
It's probably moved and seconded to approve the purchase order, Century Business Technologies for one Rico copier for $8,344.24. Printer copier, I guess I should say. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carried.
One of the things that's on here, on every department, every building on here lists no lightning protection on this assessment. I was gonna ask you about
It's
that.
different. I don't know how that would be possible. We didn't inspect those. Unless K-Camp sent somebody else out.
I don't know.
This is from the guy.
So he talked to Simon Bacon because
So on
it was like he had a
every
different
building,
opinion on what the inspector said.
it's no lightning.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah, hey, Keith, Linda brought up a good point.
What's that?
Go ahead, Linda.
Scott had talked to somebody from Bacon because he had different opinions of what that inspector had, so he bid somebody out.
Since then,
And this
Yeah.
is senior citizens.
yeah, we didn't go to seniors.
He has pictures.
So see, that must be different.
This is from
This
this
third
date,
party,
October 15th. This is from the third party that they hired. You didn't know this, senior?
yeah. It's October, it's been
Okay.
there.
And then, it says it
Yeah.
on every
But no
single,
lightning protection. I know we have lightning, we have,
on Scott's building, it says it.
I don't know how he would have done that.
That's what I wondered was if he asked you, and then did we not purchase that
We
for
did.
our buildings, the
Through
EMP shield? Because I thought we did.
We did.
Well, EMP Shields is a little bit different than,
It's lightning protection.
it is lightning protection, but it is for electromagnetic pulse. That's what EMP is.
It's two different things.
I understand that. But if I remember correctly, when we did the EMP shield, that was what it was for. It hardened our buildings for any type of an electromagnetic pulse, not necessarily lightning.
I would say we need to contact K-Team and make sure that these are things that actually need to be fixed, or if they're just things that he suggests.
Kieffaber is the one who sent us this. This is, they hired these people.
But why did Scott have a different
Yeah,
conversation
remember
with K-Team?
Scott said,
And the cover letter comes from Kieffaber.
Yeah,
Yeah, something's kind of weird there.
So I can reach out to the Kieffaber rep and ask what the lightning protection means, but we do have the
EMP
EMP
shield.
all of,
I don't know that it's on all, I don't remember what all of this installed on. I'm gonna go back and look at the email because Christie gave me, I think it was Christie, sent me an email, so this guy was showing up. And I had a list of everything that the county had, and when we went through it, we did not, because I specifically remember having a conversation with him, and he goes, oh, well, this is just a spot check, it's what we decide ahead of time.
Yeah, I know that's what you had said, yeah.
I know we went to the sheriff's building down here. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find that email. And see what he said.
this has the other building as well. On highway, with photos.
Yeah. I've read the letter by Todd.
You got that? I can go ahead and send it to Ally.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with it.
And so then we'll go ahead and get that published on the website,
Correct.
Commissioner's website and the county website, so we can get that taken care of. So, did you get it?
No, you sent it to Erin.
I will do that.
Why is this here? This is between that right there.
I think they're just wanting to know, since the appraiser is under our purview, that we would give them direction, but yeah, there's, to me, it's a very simple answer. It's not all on the individual, and the county has to go approve what they have to
She
do.
can say she has, okay, comps and stuff that
Yeah,
she has reason it's supposed to.
there is information that an individual may have about their property, so they can bring that in,
Works
okay?
both ways, right?
Correct. No, I'm trying.
I am trying.
Okay, tell me what the first one is. What is it, 5, 10, 25-year plan?
The 5, and the 10, and the 25 year plan.
Okay.
Not 5, 10, and
I'm looking at
25.
the date, I'm thinking way out here.
Yeah. What's did we believe our plan is?
I won't be here.
Mark, one of the things
Yes, sir.
that I think we ought to take a look at is HR partners who pay a stipend to on a monthly basis. I'm not sure we need to do that anymore. I mean,
Do it on a case-by-case basis, is that?
if needed.
Okay.
And in my conversation with Mary, we have access to attorneys through KCAM. So, because I asked her whether she felt like it was important enough to keep them, and she didn't feel like it was either. So, my recommendation would be that we just send a letter to them saying your services are no longer needed.
And if we're not under contract, then it's a month-to-month basis, okay.
I think we pay $250 a month.
Yeah, and so if we do need their services at any time, I would assume that if we're doing it on a month-to-month basis, that we can do it on a case-to-case basis if something comes up that we need something a little bit deeper dive than what we can get here. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that we can have the clerk's office send a letter to them saying we no longer need their services. Thank you very much
There's
for
one rule, yeah.
thank you very much for assisting us while you did, but we think we're good right now. So
Yeah.
okay.
You're gonna let them know then, or do you want me to?
No, I said that clerk's office sent the letter.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Kate's off.
Sure. Yep.
Number two, to me, is So I'm just wondering how comprehensive plan. That's what I thought.
So, I don't know what's in it. I'm all for it.
Everybody
Checkers.
Looks like pretty, just for it's not rough, but under. If you want to count miles, then it's not. So if you don't count miles, it's not. We'll go with that.
Just three, they do. I wasn't sure, but he's running. The guy's not gonna run. That's all. He's the one, Soldier Township. Oh, yeah, he's on, yeah, he's on Johnny County. She's the chairman. But yeah, and they said it was hard to, he said it's hard to navigate. Yeah, and I don't know how actually, I don't know how actually, as long as I read it, we used to see that it's Sharon found all the rock results and stuff.
Oh, what?
She got to do it.
Oh, rock results, okay.
She got to, she said, yeah, I'm saying it's hard to get to, but good for you.
Nice. That's, I need to change. And it even shows that, actually, see more, because I think it's February 12th, it's just, it doesn't have any results.
Scott said the other day it'd be about 3 weeks.
Yeah, he even had it on, it just doesn't show.
Doesn't show the results,
Yeah.
but show the data was done. Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What it means, I just know what it means.
You just figure if the state's tested and it passes that you need.
Yes. It's the only call out is.
It's on the quite understand number 6 either.
I know, because, yeah. That's the appraiser should have gotten insurance.
Yes, that's,
It's the sales and stuff, and then, I mean, they can, when they approve, they can bring in their own stuff.
yep.
Makes no sense, I figured that's why Kieffaber searched.
I don't know. I'll say as far as number 7, we've got statutes, and Attorney General's opinions, and whatever. So, we'll go with that.
You know, that stuff's still in there. Just yeah.
That's what I said, I'm able to speak on that after we get regulations. I'm not talking about that. Got nothing to talk about. Nope. Nope. We're trying, but what they're asking here is just clearly speak. And I'll say that. So we will research those.
I think they just want a whole bunch of that stuff.
Good. Good.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I've never seen it.
How are you going to grow? It's already there.
I've never seen it turn around.
Yep. Exactly right.
Yeah, are they gonna do one of these with the schools?
I doubt it. I don't care about that, it's just us.
Maybe they will ask them next.
I doubt it.
They did ask them. Courthouse.
Of the house.
Oh, for the
So that's
5.
Yeah, but it doesn't say any of that because it completely changed the language.
Really?
So, well, that messes up though, because
We just took out all of the specifics and just said that city has no earnings increase. Notice special tax tax. The information
I know it's gonna be within the county, but when we have to come external, we need external. We don't have to ask anymore, that's the whole point. I know,
Oh, they took that out. That's what we've been working for years, is trying to get that out.
they took that out so that you have to request from the legislature. So
Okay.
you can just say, it's on the ballot.
You just have to put it to a vote, rather than having to give you permission to put it to a vote.
Right, and implement, so it's capped out, what you can ask for, and it's for 10 years or less. It's always going to vote, but you don't have to go through the legislature. So it's only passes, we would just do it. It has not made sense. I haven't done anything with the tax stuff, but the taxes, the values.
No, not really. Not that I've seen. It's just more, they keep saying, look at us, look what we've done, look what we've done. Now you gotta do your part. Okay, what do you want us to do?
Exactly.
Put the 5% cap on. Okay, thank you, appreciate that. Now what? Now what do we do?
That's only on the house side too, right? That hasn't gone.
I don't think Sense did a dang thing.
So. They're doing their own stuff, they haven't like shared.
No, they have not passed anything to send it back and forth. Nope.
This is March, so we're gonna have to step it up. So this afternoon at 2:30 is Senate proceedings, so I'll try to turn it on. I've been playing, so I'll try to listen and see if they send it to me on the Senate side, yeah. That makes sense. To be our lobbyist. I have seen Francis, so you can watch the video without audio. So Francis, I've seen that. Mr. Evans. I don't recognize him, but I probably seen him. Not familiar with him. I saw the acquaintances, but not Robert, because he's more so. Is the guy that used to be from Washburn, is he on the legislature? Someone who looks like him. Really? I don't know. And I see that Mr. Ellis is, Michael's been going down, so
Ron? Really?
we have to have a report. And his wife was there on Saturday, that Saturday.
Yes.
She's going to run against place.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, we already know the report. Our subdivision centers. Sure.
So there's something here that this is AI, but I've not read this yet. Well, here's from Business Wyoming. That means first our plan will bring 250 permanent jobs. So, oh God, it's huge. See, this is a smaller facility. The actual reactor itself is like 16 acres, and they want to put like on an 80. Where it's down here, several thousand acres. That's what, when folks get talking about, well, 2,000 acres that we're looking at for the solar. Let's go nuclear. Well, we went true nuclear, like Wolf Creek. You're looking at that vendors like 13,000 acres. So, it's huge. Yeah, 250 jobs. Good Lord. Those are high paying jobs too.
Sure.
And then I'm
Sure. Well, each major reactor expected to create about 1,600 construction jobs. That's while they're building it, and that's for 2 years. 250 full-time permanent jobs. And then they have the Wolf Creek shuts down every 5 years for a month. And there's like 1,600 people come back in, start reworking things, start piping and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of positives to it. If we can get, yeah. Yep, I don't know. Had to call PNC this morning, before it came in. They had us down for, we try this Friday.
Oh, you're kidding.
No,
Oh, no.
and the lady I talked to said, hang on, we looked at it, and said, oh, that's what they sent in. I said, oh, it's not this Friday. So I said, we need to get that corrected and on the air because it's not till Friday after, so I gave her the correct date, so.
Oh, yeah, I figured they were sending one of those flyers that had,
I would have thought so too.
oh my gosh.
Somebody called in or sent in or whatever, I don't know who did it, but, anyway. We're down, it's like, no, we're not having it this Friday. Let's get that corrected right now, so apparently, hopefully it just went out one time this morning.
I got you.
Not many people, or they will correct it during the next announcement.
That's not good.
Keeping my fingers crossed.
That's not good. So did you go to the hall and look at the stuff? Came from Howard then? After church?
No, I do not. The, yeah, what I'm saying.
Carbs, yeah, carb stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't
No, I didn't go. Bought some last time. It's a little pricey.
Is it? Yeah.
It's a little pricey.
I got it.
It's beautiful, it's nice. All right. So there's things where
Yeah.
that looks better.
It does, yeah, she very interesting.
So what that be? 4 again. She said 67. We did the same as last year. We said, so if you split it up 4 ways, we'll find out how long we get, and we kind of see what we get. 16 if we did 4. Yeah, I guess what it was. So
So we didn't know what applies.
what applies, yeah.
Yeah. And so you should still get a little bit more interested. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So that's,
I just see all the application.
yeah. Well, hell, we never, until time comes to get it. We got a rough idea, but, because if there's only one, we're not going to give them the whole thing. You know, I don't think that we do, I don't think that's the rules we have to.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Yeah. I wouldn't be in favor of doing that. Because next year we have 6 players, 7 and carry over.
You got it figured out?
I did. Had a good conversation with Kate and talked to Christie. She's gonna run another report and bring it down that will list all the other things, but it'll have the number
decided, so we know what that is.
Okay.
Anywho.
No,
We haven't
no.
done anything.
I'm just finishing up right now, doing some research for it in a couple days.
Yeah.
Everybody read their minutes?
Yeah.
Any corrections? Okay, if not, I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes of February 23rd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
It's probably moved and seconded to approve the minutes of February 23rd, 2026. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And we had talked about Van Swerge scholarship last week. Here's the total for that.
They just don't have very much.
No, it's been
She
updated.
was putting an interest in county general.
It was being put in a different fund, and we went back, got it all corrected. So,
You have to watch for that certain check to come.
So there's about $1,600.
which is close to what we had last year. So, I mean, it is. I think it's a little above what we had last year. So we're sitting in good shape, depending on how many scholarships we
And
get.
then the Van Swerve and media account. That's $4,600 for them. If we don't ever,
Anybody come in and ask
I don't think anybody's come in and asked for it.
You should meet Captain some people.
So, just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. I emailed Allie for the Willett statement that she wanted, and I sent the request for the logo to Erin. She's already sent that off, and Allie's already responded, she got it, so we ought to be good there. Anything else? Okay, if there's nothing else down before us today, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
second.
And probably moved second, we adjourn this meeting. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you. Good meeting, big guys.
should look through the little chart.
Okay.
Thank you.
All the other
Appreciate it.
stuff.
That's what you gave me last week. Look at. All right,